guys, Random 550 here, and today we are going to be showcasing some battles I used with a monotype dark team. I decided to go with a monotype dark team because I wanted to do some more theme teams and some other battles, but I don't have a lot of teams or Pokemon's just sets made and stuff. So I decided to just go and use what I did have, which happened to be a bunch of dark types, so hence why we're doing the monotype dark team. So my opponent here leads with a shiny Metagross, and I have my Sableye. I go for a Will-O-Wisp to burn it right away, so that way Metagross is not going to be doing a lot of damage to me. And we just kind of neuter it, so it's just not going to be doing a lot to us going on. It's going to Trick, which it actually gives me a lagging tail, which Trick, I don't know if that's common. I don't ever think I've seen that before, of a Trick lagging tail Metagross. Quite odd, but I guess a lot of leads can be speedy sometimes, so I guess that makes sense if they just decide to stay in. So I go for a Foul Play next. He's going to go for a Stealth Rock. I hit him with my Foul Play. It's going to be doing quite a bit of damage, because not only is that super effective damage, but Foul Play goes by how much attack you have, and Metagross has quite a bit of quite a big attack stat, so we're going to be doing a decent chunk of damage to it. And Burn goes in and whittles it away. I'm going to go for another Foul Play here. And what he's going to do is he's going to go for another Meteor Mash. And his first Meteor Mash. He hasn't gone for one yet, but it still did a decent chip damage, I guess. And I end up taking out Metagross here, so I was pretty happy with how that turned up. He got Rocks off. He got Rocks off for a trade, a KO, so one Pokemon down for Rocks, which is not bad in some situations, but he's going to go into Cramorant next, which, I really like the shiny, by the way. I have a shiny too of that Cramorant, so I'm thinking about taunting it here, but instead I end up just going for another Will-O-Wisp, just to get some chip damage off on this bird, because I know, unless it's running a dive set, which they typically don't, they typically run Surf, so he's just going to go for a Surf, hit me. It's going to do a decent chunk of damage, actually doing quite a bit of damage, because this is a physically defensive Sableye and not especially defensive. So I'm going to go to get a Recover, try to get some damage up. But these next few turns are kind of just a little boring, in my opinion, to be honest. It's just me trying to get my Sableye to full health, or pretty much just stalling the battle out at this point, because if I would go for a Foul Play, or I would continue to let him go for it, the Sableye would go down. So I think the most efficient game plan for me, because I didn't want anything else coming in taking a Surf, because I didn't really have any other tanky Pokemon, was just whittle down that Cramorant with just some burn damage over a few turns. So that's exactly what I do until Sableye ends up going down. I think he goes down next turn, I think. So unfortunately, yeah, Sableye's going to go down, giving him, I think we're going to be even here after if he takes out Sableye. So yeah, we go for our final Recover, which I think is final. Watch me be wrong. He goes for his Surf. Or is that a female or male Cramorant? Let's not be like that. Oh, I was wrong. It's a female Cramorant, so she went for her Surf. Serves me right to be wrong. Serves me right that I'm wrong, because I misgendered Cramorant. I apologize, Cramorant. I just assumed you were a dude, Cramorant. So I go for Recover, and he goes for a Surf, and I believe this one takes out Cramorant. I mean Sableye, which, yeah, this Surf takes out Sableye. So yeah, Sableye goes down. Actually, this time, not like before, where I said he went down, he didn't. So I go out into my Boo-Boo, which is my Urshifu. I named him after Yogi Bear's companion. Oh, get some picnic baskets, Boo-Boo! So Boo-Boo comes out. It's gonna take some rock damage. And I'm gonna go for a Wicked Blow into Cramorant, which I think will be enough to take it out. So we're just waiting on him to do his turn. So yeah, we go for a Wicked Blow, and are able to take out the Cramorant. But unfortunately, I'm going to get hit with some fish damage. And my defense is going to be lowered. It doesn't do a whole lot, but we did get our defense lowered, which sucks. So next, he's going to be going into, I think he went into Ferrothorn here, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Communicating, okay. Yeah, no, Dragonite comes out. So here I was really scared of Multiscale, because if I didn't get damage off right away, Dragonite would have been able to Dragon Dance to its heart's content, and then would have been able to I wouldn't have been able to get damage onto it, because the way Multiscale works is that like when you're at full health, you take reduced damage. So I just wanted to get rid of that Multiscale, so I went for a Wicked Blow. Did a decent chunk, but Urshifu ultimately went down to a O'Toole Wind Beat because he didn't want to fool around. So I go into Herodotus here, which is my Galarian Moltres, which I named that because Galarian Moltres is a phoenix. So I was like, I'm gonna name it after a Greek philosopher who popularized the tale of the phoenix, which I totally didn't know offhand and went on Wikipedia to find out. So we're setting up in each other's faces here. He goes for a Dragon Dance, I go for a Nasty Plot. It's kind of like a Western Showdown. And I go ahead and Dynamax right away because I want to get some momentum going. So I immediately Dynamax my Moltres and go for a max Airstream to 1. So I'm at double special attack now, and I want to be at speed 2. I want to be plus speed 2, so 1, I can outspeed the Dragonite, because I don't think I'm going to one-shot it. Especially not when he does... Oh, and he has Ice Punches, so that does a pretty big chunk. Which does activate my Berserk, so now we're at really high special attack, so this Dragonite is going down. I was wrong again, so we go for a max Airstream. Get our speed up, so now we running, like... I think we're at 4 times special attack, and 1 time speed. Moltres going, so we're in a pretty good position at this point in the battle. And what's he gonna go out into next? Let's see. We got beautiful Big Bird, Galarian Moltres. So let's see what he's gonna go out into next. Let us see. He goes out into Garchomp, which I'm thinking I'm at really high special attack, so I should be able to kill it. But, not if he Dynamaxes. So he goes ahead and Dynamaxes his Garchomp, and it comes out. Garchomp is a cool Pokemon, it just came out through Crown Tundra DLC. It's a cool Pokemon to have back, but he also dominated the meta, so a little oppressing, but I think the meta's changed enough so he's not too bad. So yeah, we go for our max Airstream, which is going to do a big chunk of damage, but unfortunately not KO him because he did Dynamax. So, and he's going to be able to take us out with a max Rockfall, which is unfortunate. So now he still has Dynamax turns left. He still has 2 left at this point in the battle. So we're about even at this point. And a max... No, Sandstorm goes up, which doesn't really benefits him in the sense that he's not taking damage from it, and I am. So now I go out into my Bisharp. Or nope, I go into my... No, yeah, I go into Bisharp. Second guessing myself here. So yeah, I go into Bisharp. Take some Stealth Rock damage, not a lot though, because I'm a Steel type. And I'm gonna go for a Sucker Punch. And I wasn't sure if it was gonna take it out here, but it actually did, which was pretty awesome. So yeah, we take the Garchomp out with a Sucker Punch. Bisharp just has amazing power, surprising me all the time with what it can do. So yeah, Garchomp goes down. And we take some Life Orb damage. So yeah, again, we're still about even in this point in the battle. It's anybody's game at this point. And I like my opponent's outfit there. He's got a nice drip going. So I figure I don't want to... Hydreigon's going to do a lot of damage, especially when it's a Fire Blast, so I'm just going to go straight down, and nothing on my team wanted to come in and take that comfortably, so I just go down to Hydreigon's Fire Blast, which he's going to be doing multiple times throughout this battle. So I go out into Stardust, which is my shiny shiny Galarian, no, not Galarian, shiny Obstagoon. I go out into my shiny Obstagoon, takes some Zoroark damage, not terrible, and then I'm gonna go for a close combat and try to take out the Hydreigon, which he does Fire Blast, which does a ton of damage, and close combat always does a ton of damage, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to take it out. So at this point, I'm hoping for a Fire Blast miss, because if I get a miss, that's my chance to win this battle. So yeah, the reason why it's named Stardust is because I really like the colors on Obstagoon. So it's like, okay, yeah. So now I go down to the Fire Blast, and as I was saying, so I can finish explaining to what I was going about with Galarian. I'm Obstagoon, I keep saying Galarian. So yeah, I really like Obstagoon shiny. So I hunted for a shiny Zigzagoon and then evolved it and named it Stardust after the face paint on Ziggy Stardust, the David Bowie character. So that's the name origin behind that. And now our final Pokemon is Zoroark here, so I'm gonna just try to take out this Hydreigon if I can. I'm pretty sure Hydreigon, I was pretty sure Hydreigon outsped me, so I'm pretty sure the battle was over at this point, but no, I was actually able to outspeed, go for that Dark Pulse, and able to take out Hydreigon. So now he's down to his final Pokemon, which, like I said, this could be anybody's game still. And unfortunately, in this battle, Zoroark didn't get to use his Illusion ability because he was the last Pokemon I ended up using. So he goes out to Dragapult, and at this point, I'm thinking, well, if he outspeeds me, I'm done. Which he does. And he goes for a Dragon Dart and is able to take out my Zoroark. The first hit doesn't take it out, but the second hit does, so I end up losing that one, but it was a really close match. So I'm not too real upset with those results. But yeah, that's the end of the first battle, so we're going to go into the second. Alright guys, here now we are in the second battle. Our opponent this guy, also wearing some pretty cool clothes. So he's going to lay it with a shiny Cinderace. I'm going to lead with Sableye again. Because again, I always thought, hey, yeah, he's leading with a lot of physical things, and I don't like that. So, yeah, Cinderace comes out. He goes for a Power Ball. I'm going to go for a Foul Play, thinking like, okay, Cinderace has a pretty big attack stat, so we're going to go for a Foul Play. Just trying to get some damage off. That does a decent chunk, but not enough as I'd like to. And he's definitely going to be able to take out Sableye with another hit. So this battle is very reminiscent of the Cramorant that we fought from last battle, where he's doing a lot of damage to us, and then we're going to kind of spam recover. So that's pretty much what happens here for a bit. He goes for Pyro Ball again. I was just hoping, well, there's a chance he could miss it. We can also kind of just stall out his Pyro Balls, because I know Cinderace doesn't have a lot of those. I think it maxes out at like 10, 15 that he has. So we had some options that I was just trying to do. So we go for Recover again. Just trying to just to survive, but I think slowly, I think the Cinderace wins this exchange. He just whittles us down, unfortunately. So yeah, Cinderace does a lot of damage to Sableye there. Sableye's barely holding on at this point. And yeah, this is just a very dull part in the battle that we just need to get through quick. Go for Recover again. And I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this, but in case you didn't notice before, Sableye, in the back of Sableye, there are 3 gemstones. A red gemstone, a blue one, and a green one, you can see right there. And they reference Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I'm not sure if you guys noticed that, but that's something that I'm not sure if was pulled to my attention by a YouTube video, or I just realized it on my own. But it's just a little cool little thing that Sableye has. So I go for another Recover again, like we're just doing this song and dance still. As I go on the Sableye gemstone tangent. But yeah, he finally takes us out, putting an end to the suffering. of me and my viewers at this point, let's be honest. So, I'm gonna go ahead and go into Boo Boo again. Boo Boo comes out. He's gonna take Cinderace's picnic basket. He's never gonna know what hit him. As I go for a Wicked Blow, which I will outspeed now because I am a Scarfed Urshifu. So yeah, we go for our Wicked Blow, and go ahead and completely knock out that Cinderace. Cinderace goes down. And yeah, we just sit here with our... We're in a pretty good position at this point, because we're Scarfed, and we can pretty much, I think, outspeed pretty much everything he has at this point. So he's going to go into Zarude, which I don't like, because Wicked Blow is not going to be doing enough damage, because Zarude's a Dark type, and I actually kind of jealous of this guy, because I haven't had a chance to get my hands on a Zarude yet, and I kind of want one. Just, this isn't something new to use, but like I haven't gotten my hands on one yet. Just still waiting for an event to come out. So as I contemplating what to do here, I go into Stardust, which again is Ziggy Stardust. That's the name. How I did it earlier in the video, I just did a horrible job trying to explain and commentate at the same time, but I'll get better. It's how people get better at YouTube. So he goes for Power Whip, does a lot of damage to Stardust, not good at all. But I think we're in a pretty good position though, because we got the burn off on my Obstagoon, which is a Gut set. So our attack is basically doubled, because that way the Guts ability works, is that it doubles your attack. I don't think it doubles it. It gives a certain attack boost, not sure what the certain number is, but we go for a close combat and are able to take Zarude out. So much better performance from Stardust than in the last battle. And we're going to take some burn damage, that's okay, for how much damage we're doing. Yeah, but Obstagoon has such a nice shiny, man, like... that is, like, in my opinion, like, the best shiny of Sword and Shield. That was the first thing I shiny hunted. So yeah, he goes out into his Urshifu, which I'm not... In hindsight, I probably should have went for Obstruct there in case he did outspeed me, which he didn't though. So I was able to go for a second close combat, and Stardust is just out here taking names, man. Wow. So yeah, Stardust gets his second kill, as opposed to the fact of the last game where he wasn't even supposed to get one. So Stardust is sort of getting redeemed here. So he goes out into his Zoroark, which I think at this point, nothing wants to take some damage from Zoroark. So I'm thinking, well, we'll try to go for a Facade, but I doubt we're going to outspeed him, and we're probably going to get taken out. And it's also the shiny event Zoroark that if we completed enough raids that we would get it from a Pokemon Home distribution, which we did. So I also have one. Maybe I'll use it in a battle coming up soon, but Obstagoon goes down, and then we go into... The suspense is killing me, I actually forgot who we went into. So yeah, we go back into Boo Boo. Boo Boo comes out. He's just out to take more picnic baskets. He's not full. He's still hungry. He wants more picnic baskets. So we go for another Wicked Blow. And we are Choice Scarf, so we're going to be able to outspeed the Zoroark. But he goes for a Dynamax, showing off that event Pokeball. Cherish Ball. It's called the Cherish Ball. Showing off that Cherish Ball. He Dynamaxes, so we got Dynamax, Zoroark on the field, shiny. That looks pretty cool. But we are able to outspeed him, go for a Wicked Blow, try to take his picnic basket. Zoroark, he likes his picnic basket. He's going to hold on to it. So Boo Boo is not going to be able to take it. But he takes some damage. Actually doesn't go down to Wicked Blow. So we're going to go for another... not Wicked Blow. Go down to the Max Knuckle. So we're going to go for another Wicked Blow. Do a almost nearly taking out Zoroark. I think if we would have got a higher damage roll, we might have could have. But he goes for another Max Knuckle. So now we have a scary looking Zoroark sitting here with +2 attack, which is honestly terrifying. So Boo Boo goes down. Didn't get Zoroark's picnic basket. Zoroark was very protective over it. And what do we go into next? We go into Bisharp. Because Bisharp has a little move called Sucker Punch, which it doesn't matter how fast Zoroark is, we'll be able to knock him down, unless you max guards. But spoiler alert, he did not max guard. So we're able to take out Zoroark. And he goes down. I always like the animation for when Dynamax Pokemon go down, like how they slowly fall and then shrink like that. It's cool. It makes you really feel like you're taking down like a Titan Pokemon, like Godzilla, like you've conquered it. So he goes into Celebi, which is also the event distribution Celebi, which is shiny and also looks really cool. Like all these things Japan gets. I mean, it's eventually coming here, so I can't complain too much, but I want it now, dang it. So he goes for an Energy Ball, does a decent damage to us, but not able to take us out. And Bisharp's able to claim his second life of the battle, as I knock off its item and knock off its life. So we knocked off Miracle Seed, which is an odd item for Celebi to have. I mean, I guess not that odd because it boosts its grass attacks, but still. So now Goodra comes out, a shiny Goodra I might add, which shiny Goodra also looks pretty cool. Like, I wouldn't mind shiny hunting that in the future, maybe. So we go for a knockoff, do nearly take it out, take off the leftovers, but he is going to be able to take us out with a Thunderbolt, so Bisharp goes down, but he did what he needed to do. He took down 2 other Pokemon, so she did a good job, actually, the Bisharp's female. So I was happy with what Bisharp did there. So we only have 2 more Pokemon left. We have Herodotus, which is the Moltres, and we have our Zoroark, which is disguised as Herodotus. And he only has 1 Pokemon left, so we're going to go for a Dark Pulse. So he's actually never going to figure out that Herodotus was a Zoroark the whole time. Galarian Moltres is not as it seems. He is actually a Zoroark. And that's the end of that battle, and that's gonna be the end of the video, actually, too. So, guys, if you liked that video, go ahead and like this video, not that video. I don't know what that video is, but if you like this video, go ahead, drop it a like, subscribe for more content, ring that bell so you're notified every time I upload, and leave a comment on what you want me to do next. Alright, see you guys. Bye-bye.